hips, lower back. Got it, Erica. Anybody else have requests? Send it in. Gabby and Leslie have requested calves. Robin, shoulders. Robin, you need front or back or medial or what? Right on the sides? Hold, yeah. Okay. Let me get this going. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Today we will start on your backs. So go ahead and lower yourself down onto your back. Bring your feet together, let your knees fall wide like a butterfly shape with the knees. And then let your hands hang down by your hips, palms up or palms down, your choice. Once you've found that position, just close your eyes or at least soften them. Start to slow your breath down. If you are new to deep stretch, we will be holding poses for a few minutes at a time, typically about 3 minutes, sometimes maybe more, a little bit less. Basically, we're just trying to get the body to relax for an extended amount of time, just so we get into the deeper tissue, the connective tissues, the fascia. So if this is new to you, if this is a new practice for you, your goal today is just to get into the position as best you can, and then do your best to relax. So this is not a forceful practice. The whole point of this practice is to let go, to relax, and to let your body just sit in those poses. So there's not necessarily a right or wrong way to do a pose. If you get to a position and you think, oh, moving to the right feels a little bit better, or moving to the left feels a little bit better, feel free to go for it. Each body is going to be a little bit different, so listen to it. It'll tell you what it needs. But try not to come out of the pose for the whole time. If you get where you're feeling really antsy, that's normal. Take your time, breathe in, and relax as much as possible. If you have a yoga block, keep it close by. If you do not have a yoga block, have a pillow or a couple pillows close by that you can use to rest on. So I took a power yoga class today, and the instructor at one point said to treat the muscles that you're stretching like a friend. So that is going to be your goal today. If the muscles that you're stretching are uncomfortable, what would you say to them to get them to relax? How would you talk them down? Keep that mindset. You can talk out loud if you need to, because I won't hear it, but if anybody else is in the room, that's up to you. So moving from here, you're going to tuck your chin. You're going to work your way up to a seated position. All the way up to your butt. And then take your feet flat to the floor. You're going to need that block of those pillows here. Feet are going to go about mat width apart. And then you're going to drop your knees down to one side. And wherever your knees fall, I want you to keep them there. From there, you're walking the hands around the same side, turning your chest towards the floor, working on that twist in the low back. Once you have your chest square to the floor, you're going to lower yourself down, either all the way to the floor, onto your block, or onto a pillow of your choice. Turn your head to the opposite side as your knees and take your hands wide. As you're moving, or not moving, as you're sitting in these stretches, you may have to continually talk your body down from holding tension. So at some points, you may notice that your quads start to clench. So take a deep breath on the exhale, let it go. Use your breath throughout the entire stretch as a tool to relax. On your inhale, you're lengthening whatever muscles you're stretching. And on your exhales, you are relaxing something that's holding tension. If you can't find anywhere holding tension, then just completely sink towards the floor, let gravity take hold. And you should notice that after about a minute to a minute and a half, your body will start to relax a little bit more. So it's totally fine to continue that stretch if you'd like to further it. Find a way to lengthen some more. From here, take a deep breath in to lift back the way you came in. And we're just going to switch sides. Feet come about mat width apart. Drop the knees to the opposite side. Wherever they fall, let them stay. Walk the hands around, chest square to the floor. And lower your chest down. Extend the arms long. Gabby and Leslie, you're coming from here. Sit on your butt. Just like this. Yep, and then drop your knees to one side. Whichever side you want to start with. And then walk around the hands. Gabby and Leslie often switch sides since you missed the first one. We're about halfway through, y'all. Lengthen the breath. Relax a little bit more. If you feel like you can further the stretch, you can take a deep breath to lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop the chest forward. Slowly lift up. Come back out of this the way you came in. Coming back onto your butt. Take your feet back to the way we started, so knees are butterflied out. If you have a block here, you have a couple options of how to use this. Or a pillow, you can place your block underneath your feet. You can lift your feet. That'll make the stretch a little bit harder, a little bit deeper. If you need a little bit less, you can actually sit on your block or a pillow. Anything that's going to lift your hips higher is going to help your hips rotate through. So you can choose which one you like. You can use neither, totally up to you. You can also decide how big you want your diamond to be. So it can either be very long or it can be very shallow. Once you found that position, take a deep breath in to lift the chest, exhale, and fold towards your feet. Got about 30 more seconds here. Take a few more deep breaths in. Try to lengthen the spine on each inhale. As you exhale, press your chest towards your feet. Take a deep breath in, tuck the chin, slowly rise up. Remove your blocks if you're using them. And then you're going to start by tucking your right leg in. And then bring your left leg. So you have 3 levels here. Level 1 is just going to be your legs crossed. Just like this, flex the feet, bring the feet out as far as you can. That'll be level 1. Level 2, you're going to bring that ankle up to your calf. Same thing, flex the feet, keep the knees down. Level 3, if you have the flexibility, you're going to bring that ankle all the way up to the knee. Keeping the knees down still. Take a deep breath, lift the chest, and then take a look down at your shins. Try to make them parallel, so that bottom foot may need to come out a bit. From here, lift the chest, walk the hands as far forward as you can, fold over the legs. So this should take the stretch to your low back, right into your hips. You'll feel this right on the back side of your glutes. If you have something for your head to rest on, this is a great place to use it.
Glad you feel the same as I do. Is it three falling yourself being dreamed? Something to me that's I cannot explain. Would I be alive if I miss you?
Take a deep breath in to lift your chest. Unhook your top foot. You're just gonna pendulum that knee or that ankle around to the side. So you're wanting 90 degrees at both knees. Top knee just swings from here to here. I got it cramped. From here, you're gonna let the knees sit right where they are. Flex the feet, pull the toes up towards the shins, and you're gonna walk the hands around. Press your hips forward as you do so. Try to get a stretch in your hip flexor. So you're gonna squeeze top glutes, press the hips forward, walk the hands around. From there, if you can lower down to your forearms. And then from this position, we're going to add a little bit more of a stretch for the quad. So if you can reach the foot, you can come back up to the hands. Grab that back foot, pull it into your butt, just like you would a quad stretch normally. And then rotate back through, pressing the hips forward to the front. Really getting that stretch right through your hip flexor. Slowly release the foot. Swing the legs back around to the front. We're going to reset on the opposite side. So left leg down or whichever leg you didn't do before. Opposite foot on top. Pick whichever level works for this side. Foot to the floor, foot to the calf, or foot to the knee. Make sure the shins are in line with each other. And then breathe in to lift your chest. Exhale, walk forward. Slowly lift up. And we'll swing that opposite foot around again. Top knee lifts. Swing the leg around to the side. 90 degrees at both knees. Ball the toes towards the shins. Walk the hands to the side and press the hips forward. So this one is a little bit more activation than normal, but squeeze everything to the front. Find that stretch through the front side. You can slide your back heel towards your butt some more. You're on your forearms, come back to your hands. Just gonna add in that extra quad stretch. Grab the foot, pull it in towards the butt. You can also take that knee and step back with the knee. That's gonna give you more stretch to the front of your hip. I don't need your help. I don't need any help, thank you. I know. Stretch. And you can release, swing that foot back around. One last stretch for the hips and the hamstrings. We're gonna move into a wide leg forward fold. So take the legs as wide apart as you can. Give them a little wiggle, find that space. You can also lift your hips and untuck your pelvis so that it rolls forward. From here, we'll just sit for a second, take some deep breaths in, lengthen the spine, and then each exhale, take a step forward with the hands. And then deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take a step forward with the hands. And then just keep working your way down. When you get to the point that you're as far as you can, relax your toes forward. If you have something that you can rest on, you can place a pillow or a block underneath your chest or your head.
Just a tiny just a tiny just a tiny one. Come this way. Come this way. Just a tiny one. Come this way. Come this way. It's one of those pretty, it's one of those summer day. Wish you could see. It's one of those pretty, summer day. Just a tiny one. Just a tiny one. Come this way. Come this way. Just a tiny one. Come this way. Come this way.
Take a deep breath in to lift. Shake out the legs if you need, and then tuck the knees in, roll over onto all fours. And then we'll press back into downward dog. So downward dog, press through your palms, shoulders away from the ears. You're gonna pull your lats down towards the floor. And then press your heels towards the floor. Alternate side to side, walk your dog. One heel up, one heel down. And then we're just gonna stick with 1 foot at a time. So pick one side, drop that heel all the way to the floor. You can just let the other one cross behind, just let it hang out. All good. We're working into the calf on that side. So press the heel all the way to the floor. Press your palms, your fingers, your thumbs straight into the floor to press your hips back. Give it a little bit of hamstrings as well. From this position, I want you to soften the knee just a bit. So that standing knee, just let it drop towards the floor, but don't let your heel come up. That's going to lengthen your stretch in your calf. So the knee comes forward, but the heel does not drop. It's a very slight movement, but it should add a little bit more stretch. And then we'll just slowly switch sides, shift the weight if you'd like to walk out the calf. Go for it. And then settle the other heel down, bring your other foot across.
Everything has changed. Don't miss you like you're dead. Find a way to creep you.
How are my watchers doing over there? Y'all doing okay? Y'all managing? Almost done with this downward dog. I know your shoulders are probably getting tired. Couple more breaths. That's going to get the shoulders nice and warm for our next stretch. You can slowly release, walk your dog, and then drop your knees down to the floor and have a seat on your butt. All right, so we're going to work into the shoulders just a bit. Disclaimer for this one, make sure you don't overdo it, so really take your time working into this. So place your feet flat to the floor. Slide your hips towards your heels so that your shoulders are away, or your palms are away from your hips. Fingers face away. And then from here, you're just going to take a step back with the hands. And then breathe in to lift the chest. And we'll start with just a little bit of movement. You're gonna rock side to side. Feel that stretch to the front of your shoulder. Nice and easy. Try to soften your elbows. Don't let them lock out. And then lengthen your legs out. And continue to breathe through your chest.
you from, you is to go. Don't let the fall to be the girl you love. We love you. Oh, wait. So show me how you're strong. Ignore everybody else. We're alone now. Oh, wait. So show me how you're strong. Ignore everybody else. We're alone now. Suddenly I'm in. It is the darkness of the dawn. And your friends are gone. And your friends won't come. So show me where you fit. So show me where you fit.
Bring the feet in. Walk the hands in towards the hips. Give a little shoulder roll, shake out the arms. And we'll finish with one last shoulder stretch before we move to Shavasana. So you're gonna take your arms, you're gonna reach overhead, grab one wrist in the opposite hand. And you're just gonna pull that arm up and over to the side. So a little bit of a reach. You wanna feel that right through the side of the shoulder, maybe through the lats, maybe through the side. Once you get to that, whatever hand you're holding, I want you to reach it as high as you can. So reach, reach, reach for that stretch of the side. Then slowly tip. But when you tip, try to tip from your armpit and not your ribs. That's gonna get you that shoulder action a little bit more. Roll your elbow towards the back of the room to open up the shoulder a little bit more. And then use that opposite hand to let it fall down. And then we'll just switch sides. Grab the opposite wrist, reach, reach, reach as high as you can, and tip from the armpit. Roll the shoulder to the back. So for this one, you're keeping tension in the arm that's pulling, and you're relaxing the arm that's not. You can slowly release. We're gonna move into Shavasana, so we'll take the last few minutes just to chill out, hang out. So roll down onto your back. Find a comfortable position to lie in, somewhere you can close your eyes, and relax your entire body. So once you've found that comfortable position, do your best not to move again. Close your eyes or at least soften them. And then take your focus to your breath. Breathing in through your nose. And out through your nose. Nothing forced here. Your lungs will know what to do automatically, so just let it happen. Try not to let your breath pick up its pace, so continually slow the breath down. Each in-breath longer than the last. Each out-breath slower than the one before. Shavasana is one of the simplest poses to get into physically, but it's one of the hardest to get into mentally. The goal here is to quiet the mind. And the misconception is that your brain is just going to stop. It's not going to. Your thoughts, whatever you're doing after this, whatever you did before this, are constantly going to run rampant inside of your mind. So your goal is to focus your breath. To push those thoughts to the side. Acknowledge what pops up, but don't stick with it. Push it away. Focus back on your breath. And as you relax, feel gravity take hold. Sink into the floor. Just let your body melt. Sometimes it helps me to count my breaths. Two for one, as Vern would say. One in breath, one out breath. Two in breaths, two out breaths. Seeing how long you can make them last. And seeing how high you can get that number of breaths without interrupting yourself. So stay here for the next couple minutes, and then we'll come back together. Take the last few breaths here just to have some appreciation for your body today. Just for the things it's done, maybe not just today, just in general, what we put our bodies through. Be appreciative of the things that you can do. Also be appreciative of the things that you will do. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all working towards, is getting our bodies to do something new, to do something better. But taking time to acknowledge that progress and appreciating where your body is during the process will make it much more worthwhile. Take one final deep breath in and a forceful exhale out. And you can start to make some movements. Wake your body up however it feels necessary. Stretch anything else that you need to stretch. You can reach into end, you can pull the knees into the chest. And then once your body is awake, you can make your way up to a seated position. So that was Deep Stretch. I'm Jeremiah. Thanks for coming, y'all. Hope you'll have a great rest of your night. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to hit me up. If not, I will see you all next time. Namaste.